This is the speaking exercise. Okay. In the story, Patrick does difficult things he hates to do because the elf pretends he needs help. Have you ever done something difficult or frightening by pretending about it in some way? Tell your classmates about it. Or you can say what you feel about homework. The words and phrases in the box may help you. These words or phrases which are given here in these two boxes, that can help you frame that particular write-up where you have to explain that you need to do something but you are pretending that in some way something will happen. Do you think it is useful even though you may not like it? Form pairs and speak to each other. For example, you may say, I am not fond of homework. Your partner may reply, as in if we are making pairs and then we are doing it, but my sister helps me with my lessons at home, and that gives a boost to my marks. So this is the first statement, this is the second statement, and further on we can make the whole write-up by giving arguments to this particular statement. I'll just share the answer screen with you so that you can understand what is to be done in the speaking part. So we have to tell a write-up, tell a story or a comprehension. Since it's a speaking part and we cannot speak like this, so probably you can all write. You have to tell if you have to do something which is difficult or frightening by pretending about it in some way. So the answer to this question can be, yes, once I was asked to make a speech on the occasion of Gandhi Jayanti. I am sure Gandhi Jayanti everybody is aware of, the birth date of Gandhiji. So once I was asked to make a speech on this particular occasion. The speech was to be made before all the students and the teachers of the school. I had to speak in front of the whole audience. The audience comprised of the students and the teachers of the school. I thought it was very difficult because I was nervous in speaking in front of so many people. My class teacher, however, encouraged me and I was able to do my job well. But my class teacher, like the elf in the Patrick story, he encouraged Patrick to do he actually encouraged Patrick to do work. Same way, my class teacher, however, encouraged me and I was able to do my job well. The other exercise, it was the words and phrases in the box. You can form a sentence or a write-up. So we had given the example that you may say, I am not fond of homework, and your partner, if we are forming a pair, your partner may reply, but my sister helps me with my lessons at home and that gives a boost to my marks. So what you can do is, you can sit with somebody, maybe your sibling, maybe your parents, maybe a friend of yours, and you can have a conversation where you can use phrases and words from these two boxes and you can start with a small comprehension. And you can start from here. I am not fond of homework. The write-up what I have is, let us just study that write-up first. We are starting from the same sentence we started. I gave you the example of, I am not fond of homework. I do not like my homework, but my sister helps me. Now it gives a boost to my marks. We have used this phrase, give a boost. My sister helps me and that gives boost to my marks. So we have used this particular phrase from this box. Boost to my marks as in, it helps me get better grades and better marks because of the help of my sister. Next, this idea doesn't appeal to me. The partner may reply, this idea doesn't appeal to me. I am afraid it will be a cheating. So let's go back up to the box and we'll find out if we have used something. See, we have used this word appeal. This does not appeal to me. It feels like a cheating. Okay. So the next partner, or probably you again, are answering, no, it's not a cheating. My sister supports me by explaining the difficult points only. Now this exactly is what Elf did with Patrick. The person number B is explaining, no, it's not cheating. My sister supports me. My sister is just helping, explaining the difficult points. We have used the word supports here from the box. We'll go up and see. We have used the word support. So my sister support me in finding the, explaining the difficult points. I see. So you slowly develop the liking for it yourself. So the partner is saying, I see. You slowly develop a liking for it yourself. See, we have used this word, phrase, develop a liking. What does it mean? When the sister is helping or sister is assisting, that person is developing a liking for that particular subject. Yeah? So we have used this word, phrase answer. Next, exactly. I have taken to doing my homework very regularly. The person is saying, I have started doing my homework very regularly. Why? Because I have started a liking towards that particular subject or that particular homework. So we have used the, what have we used? We have used this, take to. But we have not exactly used take to. We have modified it to, as per the sentence, we have modified it to, I have taken to. Taken to has been modified from take to, taken to. Doing my homework very regularly. Well, I will also try to develop a taste for it. Does the idea of having some help books appeal to you? What is happening here now? The person is saying, well, I will also try to develop a taste for it. As in, I will also try to develop some interest in that particular subject or for the complete homework. Does the idea of having some help books, what are help books? Some assistance books, some support books, appeal to you? As in, do you think some help books will help me? Now, what words have been used here or phrases? Have a taste for, develop a taste for, yeah? On what else? Help book was there. What else was there? Appeal to you. So we have used this word appeal. No, appeal isn't there. Appeal isn't there. Okay. So help, probably we have used this word help. Coming back. Next. Sure, they say it can be a boon if used properly. It can be a boon. As in, the other person is saying, yes, of course, sure. They say, as in, it is said that if you use help books, it can be a boon if you used properly. Boon as in, it can be a support, it can be a help, it can give you a better perspective of doing the homework or understanding the subject. So it can be a boon if used properly. So from the box, we have used the word be a boon. Next, I am keen on trying it soon. So the first person is saying, I'm keen on trying it soon. What does keen means? I am very much interested. I look forward to using that particular help book for my homework. So we have used the words be keen on. I am very keen on using the help book soon. Next, good. I'm sure you will soon take to doing your homework. Here we have again used the word take to. So the second person is saying, good. I'm sure you will soon take to doing your homework. As in, with the help books, you will get that interest, you will get the support of doing your homework, and you will take to doing your homework. You will get interested. You will be doing your homework soon. So that ends the speaking part. Now we would be coming to the writing part. So now coming to the writing part, the story has a lot of rhyming words as a poem does. Can you write out some parts of it like a poem so that the rhymes come at the end of separate lines? While we read this chapter, we saw that there are many rhyming words which are coming generally at the end of the line. It felt like it's a poem. We are reading a poem because generally a poem contains the rhyming words, right? So let's see what rhyming words were there in the chapter. One example they have given. Patrick never did homework. Too boring, he said. He played baseball and hockey and Nintendo instead. So here they have given one example where said and instead are coming at the end and they are the rhyming words. So this is one example which they have given. Now we have to find few more examples from the text and we have to see where the rhyming words are coming at the end. So let's quickly find the answers. Here, if we see the following are the other rhyming words which I found from the text. He had a little wool shirt with old-fashioned breeches and a high tall that much like a witch's, right? So here breeches and witches are rhyming. Next one, save me, don't give me back to that cat, I'll grant you a wish, I promise you that. So that and cat and even grant are rhyming. For that matter, the sentence is completing here. Back to that cat, I promise you that. So these two words are rhyming. Next one. He kicked his legs and doubled his fists and scowled and pursed his lips. So fists and lips are rhyming. Next one. Help me, he would say. And Patrick would have to help in whatever way. So here way and say are rhyming words. They are coming at the end of the sentence. Next one. Here, sit down beside me. You simply must guide me. Again, me and me. So both are rhyming words. Next one. Else know nothing of human history. To them, it's a mystery. So now mystery and history are two rhyming words and they're coming at the end of the sentence. Do you see how the rhyming words, rhyming words make you feel good while you read. The text becomes interesting while you read, right? Alright, coming back to the examples again. The next one was, so the little elf, already a shouter, just got louder. Louder and shouter. Next one. As a matter of fact, every day in every way, the little elf was a nag. Patrick was working harder than ever, and was it a drag? So drag and nag. They both are rhyming words. Next one. As for homework, there was no more, so he quietly and slyly slipped out the back door. So door and more are rhyming words. Next example from the text. Patrick got his A's, his classmates were amazed, his teachers smiled and were full of praise. So praise and A's are rhyming words. And the last one. Cleaned his room, did his chores, was cheerful, never rude, like he had developed a whole new attitude. So never rude and attitude. Here there is a comma, so the sentence is taking a pause. So rude and attitude are the rhyming words which are coming at the end of the sentence. Now, coming back to the question number 2, which is B. Let's see. Look at these sentences. First, too boring, he said. Second, cleaned his room, did his chores. When we speak, we often leave out words that can easily be guessed. It is not necessary that we speak the whole sentence. When the words are obvious, if the listener, he understands what the speaker is about to say. So we generally leave those words. We don't speak them. We don't make it obvious. As in, it's by default, it's understood that we will be speaking some words. So generally we leave them. We do not do this when we write, unless we are trying to write as we speak, as in the story. When we are speaking, we generally leave the obvious words for the listener to guess, because it's kind of obvious. But when we write, we do not leave any word. We write in a proper manner until and unless we are writing exactly what we are speaking, or a dialogue sort of a thing, exactly like what it was in the story. So now, if we were to write carefully, we would say, homework is too boring, he said. He cleaned his room and did his chores. So here, when we had written the word too boring, so it was a conversation, right? It was a dialogue. So it was kind of understood because it was spoken language. It was not written. It was written because it was exactly what the person was speaking. So it was kind of understood that the text was referring to the homework. So this is where we write, homework is too boring. If we have to write properly, we'll write this sentence and not only too boring. Next one. Here it was, cleaned his room, did his chores. And if we have to write carefully, we would say, he cleaned his room and did his chores. So now, we'll be coming to part C. Rewrite the following incomplete sentences carefully so that the reader does not have to guess what is left out. So here, few sentences, or you can say few phrases are given, but they are not in a proper written manner. So we have to rewrite the sentences and rewrite them carefully so that the sentence becomes a complete sentence and the reader does not have to guess what are the missing words. So let's read. First one is more and more books. So if we have to write the correct sentence, if we have to rewrite it, we will write Patrick had to read more and more. I'll not write the complete sentence again. More and more books, right? Coming to second one, too difficult. So we will write when we will rewrite, we will put in some words and frame a proper sentence, and we will write Patrick had to help the elf whenever the homework was too difficult. Alright? So this is how we have rewritten the sentence and made it a complete sentence. Third one, got up late, missed the bus. So now we have to rewrite and make it a proper sentence. What will we write? One day, Patrick got up late, missed the bus. I'm not writing the complete sentence again. Missed the bus for school. Alright? So this is how we have written the sentence. Coming to the fourth one, solved the mystery. So if we have to complete this, how will we write it? We'll write Newton solved, again the same words, the mystery why apples fall on the ground. So do you see how we have completed the sentence? We have put in more words and framed the complete sentence again, right? Alright, now coming to part D. Let's see what is it about. Look at this cartoon by R.K. Lakshman. Read the sentence given below the cartoon. Discuss the following questions with your partner. So this is a pair activity where you have to discuss the questions given below the cartoon with your partner. Let's see what's the cartoon all about. So this is the cartoon. What we see is a boy is here who's studying, right? And there are two adults who are sitting and probably chit-chatting and also looking at the boy. What does this cartoon suggest? We have to answer that. Let's read what's written here below the cartoon. Get on with your homework. The sums, the composition, history, geography, chemistry, physics, and stop reading the laws against child labor. This is kind of a satire. This text which is written below the cartoon, it gives the idea what this cartoon is all about. Probably the kind of pressure which is there on the kids while they have to study all day long and they don't get time to enjoy or play. Probably this cartoon is all about that. So let's read the questions now. First question is, what is it about? So I'll give you the answer for the first one quickly. So let's write the answer for, this is D part, and answer number 1, what is it about? I'll write down the answer. The cartoon is about the problem of today's child. The child is overburdened with his homework, right? This is what the cartoon is all about, that the child is overburdened, and this is what today's child is facing. He's overburdened with his homework. Coming to question number 2 of D part. Do you find it funny? If so, why? Do you find this cartoon funny? Well, I do not find the cartoon funny. However, cartoons are meant to be humorous, but they also give you a moral, a lesson, right? A message. So yes, this cartoon gives us a message. It is not funny. Let's write, no, I don't find it funny. I feel so because it exposes our faulty system of education seriously, right? So this is answer number funny. It exposes our faulty education system. Now coming to question number 3, third one. Do you think a cartoon is a serious drawing? Why or why not? What is your opinion? Do you think cartoon is a serious drawing? Well, if you ask me, yes, cartoon is a serious drawing. As I've just mentioned earlier, cartoon is said to be humorous, but it does give us a message. It comes with a lesson. So let's write down the answer for this one. Yes, I think cartoon is a serious drawing. It is because It exposes our faulty social system. It does so in a humorous way. Still, it pinches our sentiments. It makes us think about the problem seriously. Right? So this is the answer for question number 3. Yes, I think a cartoon is a serious drawing. It is because it exposes our faulty social system. It does so in a humorous way. Still, it pinches our sentiments. It makes us think about the problem seriously. So with this, we are completing the writing section. I hope you have understood the importance of a cartoon, that it is important that cartoon gives a message in a humorous way.